Hi, this is Tracie Villanueva with SPU Gymnastics.
Tracie, team had the final regular season meet here at Brome Pavilion on Saturday against Air Force. Your thoughts on that meet?
I thought it was a pretty good meet. We definitely have areas where we have room to improve, but that's kind of as to be expected at this point in the season, so yeah.
Team seems to be ramping up. You got another score over 190 for the second week in a row. Do you feel like the team is starting to build to some really big things?
Yeah.
You had a real big hand in Saturday's performance. You were the top performer on both bars and beam for the Falcons. Which is your favorite event?
I don't know. I think my favorite would be beam to train and bars to compete.
Interesting. What is the difference there? Why?
I think beam is just more nerve-wracking
Yeah.
in competition.
And in training in the gym, though, it's not near as nerve-wracking.
No.
Same 4-inch piece of wood, but just with the crowd. Is it the crowd that makes it more nerve-wracking, or the judge, or?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, you sure overcame whatever nerve-wracking aspects the beam has on Saturday. A 9.80. What did you feel about your routine? Did you feel that was a deserving score?
Yeah, I think that was definitely one of my better routines this season. Yeah.
What's the key for a routine of yours to be good? Other than obviously staying on the beam, is there a certain move, or what's the key for you to score well on the beam?
Probably doing well on my series because that's my first skill, and then I always get nervous for my aerial because that's my last one. So once the first one is okay, and then once I get that last one done before my dismount, yeah.
Fantastic. You also were the top scorer on the bars, a 9.475, and you've been real good on the bars this year, and that's an event during your career you've been real good about. What makes a person, or what skills do you need to excel on the bars?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say now that the rules have changed. So with the major release that I have a lower start value. So I think just making sure your technique is good and your form is good, and making the best with what you have.
Great. Fantastic. Well, we mentioned that was the last regular season meet at Brome. The team will be back in April 7th through 9th hosting the USAG Nationals. But that was your first, your final meet at Brome Pavilion regular season. So it was designated as senior night. What were your emotions like?
I think it was kind of weird that senior night was so early in the season, but it was definitely just a fun meet, having everybody's families here and stuff.
One of the really unique things SPU Gymnastics does is after the meet on senior night, they have a non-senior gymnast talk about a senior. What was that like for you to have a teammate talking about you and saying great things about you after the meet to the crowd?
That was just funny because Kana's one of my best friends and we're always together, so when she was talking about me like that, I just couldn't help but laugh. I don't know.
Did she run any of that by you? Her
No.
Speech? Anything that surprised you about her speech?
I think the way she started it, because I started mine kind of the same way last year, so it was just funny that she did that.
Yeah. Do you remember who you honored last year? Which senior?
Alexa.
Yeah. Is that something you enjoy? It's sure fun for the fans to watch teammates say glowing things about their seniors. Is that something you enjoy doing, underclassmen doing for the seniors?
Yeah, I think it's just fun to reflect back on the memories you have with that person and how much they've meant to you personally and the team.
Great. Well, the team now hits the road here for 6 straight meets away from Brome Pavilion. What are your thoughts on being on the road now every weekend?
It's definitely a lot, and it's hard to kind of balance everything, but I definitely think we can do it and do it well.
You sure can. This week you hosted Air Force last week. This Saturday you go to Air Force. It's at altitude, a high altitude there. Is that something that impacts gymnasts at all?
I think so a little bit, but also we know ahead of time that the altitude and stuff, so we can kind of mentally prepare for that to be ready for it.
Perfect. Well, let's step away from the gym for a moment and talk about how you're doing in other aspects academically here at Seattle Pacific. First off, tell people where you're from.
I'm from Hawaii.
Yep. And you've been here now for 4 years. What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in exercise science.
And when will you graduate?
This spring.
Fantastic. Well, congrats on that.
Thanks.
What are your plans after graduation?
Taking a year off to just like get hours and stuff for grad school, and then go to grad school for occupational therapy.
Great. And living situation, coming from Hawaii, it's very different than here in Seattle.
Yes.
Are you open to staying here? Do you want to go back home? What are your plans for where you live?
I'm open to both, really. Yeah.
What is it about Hawaii that you've missed the most while you've been here in Seattle?
The warmth, for sure.
And what is it about Seattle that you've embraced, that you really have appreciated?
Just being in the city, I think, is nice, because where I'm from, like, my hometown isn't in the city or anything.
Sure. Great. Well, Tracie, thanks so much. Congratulations on a great career here. We are looking forward to many real good things here in Beam and Bars for you on this long road trip, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.